Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Survivor Talks with Mike. Today we'll be covering Survivor 43, Episode 4. Let's get right into the recap. We start at Vessi, with them feeling down about having had to vote out NECA, but they're ready to get things back on track. We go over to Bacca, where in the middle of the night, Gabler decides to just put palm fronds on Sammy and Ellie for some reason. He's kind of losing it, it seems like. Sammy and Ellie both express that he is starting to get on their nerves a little, and they think he is potentially going to be a detriment to their game. Gabler thinks they can't let Ellie get too far because they will all regret it, which could be a hint at if they don't get rid of her now, she's going all the way to the end. We go directly to the reward challenge from here. Jeff takes attendance for the Coco tribe. They haven't lost anyone along the way. The winner of the reward challenge gets fresh fish delivered to their camp and get to steal something from another tribe. Cody dominates for Vessi. Sammy does okay, but Ryan struggles at throwing bags at the blocks for Coco. In the end, Vessi does win. They looked the strongest they've looked since day one. They ask Jeff if they can trade their fish for a different reward since they don't have flint for a fire to cook the fish, which Jeff says you can always make a trade for a past reward, which is news to me. I don't know if they've ever done that before, or made that clear that that's something they could do before. But anyways, we'll see if that happens ever again. We then go to the Vessi camp. They are deciding what tribe to steal what item from. Bacca has won bigger rewards, but Coco hasn't lost anything yet. They send Cody, who really wants to go for the jugular while everyone else wanted to play nice and not burn any bridges. So we go to the Coco camp where Cody arrives and tells them that he's there to get the machete, but says it wasn't his idea. He makes a deal with them to get the fishing gear and some food in place of the machete, and Carla realizes that they got played by him, which was good for Cody for how much he was able to get out of it. But again, he might have burnt some bridges with the Coco tribe. We then go to the immunity challenge. The physical portions were all pretty close. The puzzle is where things changed a little bit. Jeff points out Ryan and Dwight moving slow for Coco and Vessi, and Gabler is also visibly slower for Bacca, so everyone has someone kind of weighing them back. Vessi finally figures out how to solve puzzles without NECA there trying to do them, and they finish first. Noelle and Dwight then start helping out Bacca, which does indeed help them to win, sending Coco to their first tribal council. I don't know if that was a good idea for Noelle and Dwight to help them because it might endear them to the Bacca tribe, but not very likely. It more likely just burns the bridges with the Coco tribe even further. So then we go to Coco. They get to test their loyalties for the first time. Gio wants to target Cassidy, says he's the one calling the shots. They then show Gio commanding Cassidy what to do. Carla then says Gio thinks he's calling the shots, but he isn't, and is her target for this vote. Lindsay starts getting paranoid because she can't fathom that they wouldn't target her, because she is a triple threat in her own mind. Carla is getting to decide who will be voted out between Gio or now Lindsay, because they don't know if they can work with her going forward if she's going to be this paranoid. We then go to Tribal Council, where Ryan is happy about the opportunities he's gotten to provide for their tribe. Lindsay feels like she didn't get to strategize with Ryan, putting a rift between them. Gio just wanted to keep his people calm, showing why him and Ryan didn't talk to Lindsay and that she isn't one of his people. They vote, and Gio and Cassidy each receive 1 vote, while Lindsay gets 4. My thoughts on Lindsay? I thought she was going to be a strong player, and I really thought her being paranoid was just shown to stir up a bit of drama and not have Gio's vote out be entirely obvious. It seems she really did show her true colors, though, in how paranoid she was. And I wonder if some of that arrogance that she displayed in confessionals was also in public and rubbed people the wrong way. I feel like there was definitely a little bit more to how she got voted out than just the paranoia. So my review for this episode felt like it flew by, but in a good way. And the Lindsay vote out genuinely blindsided me. I really thought it would be Gio. I thought there was some weird decisions in the editing. They really made it seem like Bacca would lose today after they were shown struggling so much around camp due to Gabler, but then it was Coco who ended up losing. I like the camp steal reward as it gives players a chance to either create bonds or burn bridges with another tribe, and in this case I think it might have burnt some bridges for Cody and the Vessi tribe to work with Coco in the future. Overall, I give this episode a score of 8 out of 10. My predictions going forward, while it's good for the Vessi tribe that they got back in the win columns, I think they might have burnt too many bridges with both Cody going to Coco to steal stuff and by helping Baka in the challenge. I also think that at this point Gabler has no chance of winning. They wouldn't be showing him losing his mind so much if he were going to win. Coco finally got tested, and it just reaffirmed to me how good Carla is playing. Now that Gio managed to survive that first vote out, I do think his chances have improved quite a bit, but he is next on the chopping block for Coco still if they do go back to Tribal Council, and he really didn't look good in this episode. James and Cassidy, I think, are also playing very good games for Coco, just a little bit more low-key than Carla's. So I'm back to where I was after episode 1, thinking that the winner is on the Coco tribe. That's all I got for this one. If you liked it, hit like. If you want to see the next one, hit subscribe.